Hi, we have dedicated these 2 weeks on communication and we have been working around it in different formats. Also, in one of our earlier podcasts, we have talked about the significance of silence. So, let's begin today's episode, Mastering Silence, with some techniques for unlocking the power of this quiet communication. Silence as a form of communication is often overlooked, yet it holds profound significance in various aspects of our life. In a world dominated by constant noise and chatter, embracing silence could be a powerful tool for deepening relationships, fostering understanding, and of course, enhancing our self-awareness. Now, understanding and effectively using silence requires both our awareness and our intentionality. Let us quickly see 7 such techniques that would unlock the power of this quiet communication for us. Number 1, active listening through silence. Now, one of the most effective uses of silence is in active listening. By remaining silent when someone else is speaking, we demonstrate attentiveness and respect for their thoughts. I am very sure you know what respect means to all of us, right? Now, this silence allows the speaker to express themselves fully without any interruption and leading to a more profound understanding of their perspective. It also creates space for this person who is speaking with us to reflect on their words, often leading to more thoughtful and meaningful conversations. I am sure you must have noticed this, that if we interrupt the speaker, then even they lose the importance of their words. In a discussion, the strategic use of silence could encourage others to share more, revealing deeper insights and emotions that might have otherwise remained hidden. Number 2, reflective silence. In moments of conflict or intense emotions, silence could be a powerful tool for reflection. In that case, instead of reacting immediately, pausing in silence gives both us parties time to process our thoughts and emotions. Now, this pause could prevent the escalation of tensions and allow for more reasoned and thoughtful responses. I am sure you are trying to connect all these thoughts to what happens in your conversations. Reflective silence also provides an opportunity to consider the impact of words before we speak them. Now, this could lead to a more constructive and empathetic communication. Third technique, creating space for thought. Now, silence could be used intentionally to create space for thought during our discussions or also during our negotiations. When presented with a complex idea or proposal, a deliberate pause allows everyone involved to consider the implications carefully. This technique is particularly useful in professional settings where decisions need to be made with clarity and foresight. Now, silence in this context becomes a tool for promoting thoughtful decision making rather than those rushed judgments that we make without the pauses. I'm coming on the technique number 4, that is non-verbal communication through silence. We all know silence is the bestest form of non-verbal communication because it can convey a range of emotions and it conveys a range of messages. Let's see a few examples. In those moments of grief or somebody's loss, silence often communicates empathy and solidarity more powerfully than words. Similarly, in a romantic relationship, shared silence. To give more emphasis here on the word shared. Shared silence can convey comfort and intimacy, and this definitely builds a deeper emotional connection. And being aware of the emotions our silence conveys and using it intentionally. Now, this can enhance our ability to communicate non-verbally, and we all know 90% of our communication goes as non-verbal. Technique number 5, silence in meditation and mindfulness. In personal development, silence is a cornerstone of meditation and mindfulness practices. Regularly, when we practice this silence through meditation, it allows us to connect with our inner selves, it fosters our self-awareness, and undoubtedly, it gives us mental clarity. This inner silence is our biggest stress reduction tool, right? And in this silence of meditation and mindfulness, we have all understood how it immensely helps improve our focus, and it also helps in gaining a better understanding of our thoughts and emotions. So by incorporating silence into our daily routines, make it, last time also I remember I had mentioned that make it a part in your to-do list. Write down there that yes, this 10 minutes of silence will be practiced as a part of my routine. Because when it becomes our routine, we can be more calmer, we can be more centered to our lives, and this positively impacts all forms of our communication. Technique number 6, setting boundaries with silence. Most of us say that we face so many difficulties in setting boundaries. It's difficult for us to say no. Let's see how silence can play a role in that. In situations where words might be misinterpreted or escalate conflict, choosing silence could be the best way to assert control and also protect our mental and emotional well-being. This technique definitely requires strength and self-discipline because it involves resisting the urge to respond immediately. Particularly when we are in those emotionally charged situations, then we just have this urge to respond immediately, that before the person finishes, we want to reply back. Hold on there. This pause will definitely help you. And by mastering the use of silence to set boundaries, we could maintain our integrity and still communicate our needs without any unnecessary confrontation. Trust me, as we said, it requires strength and self-discipline. Practice it and see the magic. Coming to our last technique of the day, the power of pauses. You must have noticed then that especially when we are into public speaking, when we are delivering a speech, our deliberate use of pauses, that is those short moments of silence, they add emphasis and clarity to our message. A well-placed pause allows our words to sink in, and that gives our audience time to absorb the information. Of course, people in public speaking would definitely relate here with my point, because in effective public speaking, where silence could be used to engage the audience, people also use it to build suspense and, of course, to emphasize our key points. Pausing also helps us in organizing our thoughts, ensuring that the communication is clear and impactful. Now, with these 7 techniques, we are about to unlock the power that this quiet communication, this silence, holds. Let's remember, silence is not merely the absence of sound, but it is that powerful a form of communication that when we use it intentionally, could definitely enhance our understanding, deepens our connections, and of course, promotes our own personal growth. So, by integrating these techniques into our everyday interactions, we could unlock the full potential of silence, transforming this into a tool for effective and meaningful communication. Communication Week is being celebrated on Tribe of Transformers, and we look forward to hear from you in the form of your comments, or you can call us, you can email to us. Let's get going.